On Sunday, July 30th, Tim Raines will officially be a Hall of Famer. He is already. He's been voted in, but he has to give the whole speech and everything. So he's thinking of that speech as he sits in with us. What's up, Tim?
That is true. That is true.
Are you nervous?
Not right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure when that day comes, there'll be some nerves.
Have you sat down and tried to write it yet?
Well, actually, I'm not going to write it. I try to practice with my girls.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'll sit them in front of me, and I'll be like, thank you for all of these people, and they'll be like, Dad, don't say that. Dad, don't say that.
You got some tough critics right off the bat, huh?
So I'm having a tough time getting out of the blocks. So
once you get going, Rock, you're fast. I've seen you.
Jonathan Lucroy will lead off here in the second, and Pineda deals strike. What did it mean? I mean, you got introduced last at Yankee Old Timers Day after Whitey, and you got a really nice hand from the crowd. What did that mean, Tim?
Oh, that meant a lot. Even though I only spent 3 years here, 3 of the best years of my career, but being able to spend those 3 years with some great players and it was something. It's my 17th year in the game, and I was running out of time. And to get an opportunity to come here and win world championships, man, was the ultimate, really.
Now, one of the ultimate compliments that I've heard, Derek Jeter has said several times that you're one of his favorite teammates that he's ever had. Did you know that? And what made you such a good teammate? Now, I don't know if O'Neill agrees, but I know that Jeter thought that.
I paid him off for that. I felt like if he say that, he'll give me a chance to get into the Hall of Fame. So.
Nice.
So, it worked out.
It worked out. Thank God no one asked this guy.
That man used to just hammer me right in the back of the head every day for no reason. He like sucker punched me coming out of the lockers, just anywhere. Boom, right on the back of the there. That's for old times.
So he's getting me back. He's getting me back. I deserve that. I really do. I deserve that.
Rock, what was it like being on those teams? I mean, those teams were really good, and it seemed like they were a close bunch of guys as well.
It was special, really. To come to the ballpark every day, knowing you were superstars with other teams and to come here and know that it was a unit, you didn't have to play every day, but you're a big part of the team, and you were able to cheer for guys that you used to play against, and now they were on your team. Mm-hmm. And, coming to the ballpark every day, knowing you got a chance to win, man, it's so special. It's different when you're on a team you're not sure of what's going to happen that year. But to be on teams that, regardless of what's the situation, there was someone that could step up and be a big part of winning a ball game.
Well, these two guys that you're sitting between, tell me about the 98 team. You guys expected to win every single day, and you have the all-time record of 125 wins against 50 losses. That must have been fun to come to the ballpark.
Oh, it was special for me. I mean, it was special. I mean, regardless of what the situation was. I mean, we'd be down like 7 or 8 runs in the ninth inning, and we feel like we
something
had a chance
happened.
to come. Yeah, we had a chance to come back and win. So, and it seemed like every day there would be someone different that played a big role in winning the ball game. So,
well, you were a big part of it. You and Strawberry.
Napoli pops up to Torres.
I always say, people like to have that debate. What's the greatest team of all time? The big red machine of the 70s, the 27 Yankees. But I say because of guys like Tim Raines and Darryl Strawberry that our roster 1 through 25 was the best 25 players in the history of the game. Mainly with Tim Raines coming off the bench and Darryl Strawberry, our B lineup, we went out there.
Competed pretty well.
Yes, and we won a lot of times, big games coming back, but also on days like today when you're giving extra guys a rest. Tim Raines is in the lineup, a Hall of Famer. Darryl Strawberry's in the lineup. That was an incredible unit, that 98 team.
It was Drew Robinson. He swings and misses. Let's talk about that, Tim. I mean, you're a Hall of Famer, and you're a superstar with other teams. Was it tough to take the ego aside and say, okay, I'm not going to play every day on this team?
No, you know what? It was all about winning for me, and I've always been a team player. I felt like whatever it takes to win. If it took me to sit on the bench and maybe come off the bench late in the game or pinch run or whatever, it was all about winning championships for me. I mean, I played 17 years, went through the grind of being that guy. And all of a sudden, in my 17th season, I come here and I played with some guys that had just as many years as well. Boxy was here and Paul, he's not as
17. Come on, Rock.
Paul was, you know, he was getting close.
Rock, you're 104 years old. You put me in the same group as you.
Well, you in your 90s, so pretty close, you know. But I mean, we had a lot of time. You know, we were experienced players. I mean, we were veterans, and you know, to be able to play with a bunch of veterans, man, was a lot of fun. I think.
1-1 count on Drew Robinson, runner on first base. We're in the top of the second. 3-0 Rangers. Talking with Tim Raines. Slow roll, right back to Pineda, and he throws to first to get Robinson for the second out. You spent some time with Joe Torre at the batting cage. Seems like you guys talked a lot. What was that discussion about?
Well, I hadn't seen Joe in a long time. You know, it was good to see him. You know, when I came over, it was Joe's first year, and we kind of went through those first 3 years together. You know, Jeter's first year, Posada, I think it was just maybe, you know, he was a rookie still.
Yep.
But it was putting together some young guys with a bunch of veteran guys that enjoy playing the game. And like I said, man, I couldn't be in a better situation, you know. And playing here in New York, you know, winning championships in New York is the best. You know, I mean, I don't think there's anything better.
What was the ticker tape parade like?
Oh my God, it was. I can't even imagine. I mean, it was just so cool. I mean, when we won the World Championship here against the Braves, I mean, I was just speechless. I mean, it was something that I've been looking for a long time, and it finally happened. And I remember someone coming up asking for an interview, and I was like, I'm sorry, I just can't talk right now. I mean, I was so excited and so happy about finally getting over that hump.
0-1 count to DeShields. Now, let me ask you this. You were 5th all-time in stolen bases, 808. Ricky's number 1. You guys actually, in your prime, ran a race. Who would win?
I win.
Really?
You asking me, probably say he wins. So,
how about right now?
I don't think neither one of us will run.
It's about draw.
Runner leads off second, the 1-1. Let me ask you this, Tim. You waited right till the end. I think all of your eligibility years were used up. You starting to think it wouldn't happen, that you would not get in the Hall of Fame?
Well, you know what? After the year, last year, the numbers came in. I came in, I think I was like 23 votes short last year. And I said, you know, the momentum that I had carried up was starting to continue. So if I couldn't get 23 more votes, I didn't deserve to get in. So actually the final count ended up being 86%. So that made me feel, you know, pretty good as well, because I didn't just get in. So the momentum from the previous year kind of helped me kind of just get over the hump.
And the Yankees gave you 2 seats from the old stadium. Where do those go?
I'm thinking about it. I'm running out of room, you know, at the house. So I'll tell you what, I'll make sure I find room for those seats.
I saw the girls. They were getting ready to sit down.
Yes.
Where are you going to sit? Huh?
Well, you know what? I have seats from the old Comiskey, and now I have seats from Yankee Stadium. So they'll probably definitely take the Yankee Stadium seats, and I'll have to leave in the old Comiskey seats.
Talking with Tim Raines here as the Yankees are trailing 3-0 in the top of the first. What's Old Timers Day like? I know that David and Paul always enjoy it. See guys you haven't seen in a while.
Well, you know, it was the last time I played here, I can't remember. It was at the old ballpark. The last time I played. And, you know, I've been having some health issues. I've had my hip surgery, got a replacement 2 years ago. So, but it's actually it's doing real well, you know. And I didn't think I was going to play there. I swear, I thought about coming here. I didn't think I was going to play. I thought I was going to just be a first base coach.
Right.
But the boys got on me so hard. I was like, man, I've got to go out. I've got to go out here.
See that, Rock? It's that peer pressure.
Yes, yes. They got me. I'm like, man, I might as well go out here and play. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself. So.
You walked off the field, right?
Yeah. So I'm so a little sore.
Wait till tomorrow.
And a walk to DeShields. You know, your little girls that are on the field with you, they never saw you play. So what does this mean to them to see you out on the field doing it?
Actually, I went up before I came down. I asked them, so what do you guys think? He said, Dad, you know, I didn't see you slide. You know, so they're so used to seeing me sliding all the time in videos and stuff, and I was like, well, Daddy wasn't gonna slide today.
Daddy ain't gonna slide ever again.
Yeah. You're right, unless I had to. But I don't think I'll put myself in a situation to have to do it. So, but they had fun. I mean, they said that you didn't get a hit, but you hit the ball. So I was like, cool.
Here's Shin-Soo Choo, first and second, 2 men out. Pineda laboring. This will be his 38th pitch. And there's a strike.
You know, Michael, one of the things I remember about Rock in the clubhouse and why Derek Jeter talked about Rock so favorably was the laughter. You know, the chemistry. People talk about, chemistry in sports teams and how do you quantify that. And personalities like this guy is how you do it. And it was always laughter in the clubhouse. Rock was always getting on Jeter. He was always stirring it up. He was always making guys feel better when you had slumps, or keep you level when you were going good as well. So those were the veteran lessons that Rock passed on to rookies like Derek Jeter.
Yeah, Rock.
Here's the glory days here.
Stadium. Oh, look at that. Well, you had some talent on those old teams too, huh?
Yeah, we had some players, man. I think Montreal probably put out more players in the major leagues than any other organization. Yeah. I mean,
it's like the best minor leagues
exactly
in baseball.
High fly ball, right field. There it goes. See ya. Into the second deck, a 3-run home run for Choo, and Pineda just does not have it. Rangers lead 6-0.
As we were speaking, Rocky hung a slider, and boy, it went into the second deck. We've talked about Choo. Now he'll work a count. Well, he worked one, and Pineda again has been up in the strike zone. Last couple starts, and again, right there. Rock, that ball deserves to be hit, huh?
Those are the ones that go a long ways, those hangers. You know, you can't miss them.
No.
When you get them, you can't miss them. Ooh.
See Pineda's reaction. There was no doubt about it.
Andrews fouls it away. 0-1. Tim, did you ever think the guy to your right would become a broadcaster?
Not in my wildest dreams. You know, because he came to the ballpark where they play every day, and he works hard on in his uniform. I mean, he came to play, and he'll hit a ball hard, make it out, and he'd be upset. And I was like, man, I mean, you hit 5 balls hard today.
Quit talking, Rock. We're going to break here.
He got 3 hits, but he was pissed he didn't get the other 2 hits.
That's how he is up here. Anyway, take this tape, Tim, and play it at the Hall of Fame. Here's your induction speech. Congratulations. Thanks for dropping by. It's great to see you today.
Thanks for having me, guys.